beauties, welcome back to the channel. Today is Sunday, January the 19th. I hope that you all are well. Welcome back to the channel. You guys, today I am super excited because I get to discuss fragrance, and fragrance makes me absolutely happy, you guys. And I have an amazing haul. I have 6 fragrances here that I want to share with you guys and that I want to discuss and share my thoughts and all those good things, you guys. So if you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to join the family and to stick around. So yeah, you guys, it is a beautiful, gorgeous day here in Dallas, and I woke up feeling great, and I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and get this content out and let me share with you guys, who I'm pretty sure are fellow fragrance lovers, what I have added to the collection. So first I want to start with a fragrance from the House of Byredo. I do have 4 fragrances from this house in total. Absolutely love this house. And you guys, I decided to go ahead and pick up Mojave Ghost. I am so happy to have this baby in my collection, you guys. As you can see, I picked up the big bottle of Mojave Ghost, and that is actually my fragrance of the day. That's what I'm wearing today, and it smells absolutely phenomenal. This was not a blind buy because I had actually purchased the Discovery set at some point in the summer and absolutely fell in love with this fragrance, but this fragrance does get mixed reviews. So before I get into my thoughts on this, let's go ahead and discuss the details involving this fragrance. So this does come in 2 sizes, the 50 ml that retails for $225, and the 100 ml, which you see here, it retails for $320. It does have top notes of musky ambrette combined with fresh Jamaican raspberry. The mid notes are violet and sandalwood with base notes of chantilly, musk, amber, and cedarwood. So let me tell you guys what I get from this fragrance. Oh, it's so good. This is what I would consider a somewhat sweet, fresh scent. It is absolutely gorgeous. The musky ambrette, that definitely comes through. And I also pick up that chantilly musk, the amber, and the cedarwood. I think that this one is such a beautiful blend, and it is a #1 seller for a reason, right? It is unisex, so men and women do enjoy this fragrance. And you guys, it is just beautiful. It is one of those fragrances that I feel like could be someone's staple scent, and oh my goodness, I am here for it. This one I would reach for year round. Now, I would not really wear this one in the dead of winter when it's like 30, 40 degrees outside. This isn't something that I would really reach for, but I think that it really, really sings in the spring and the summertime. It is just a beautiful fragrance. I think it's one that everyone should have in their collection, and I'm just so super happy to add it to mine. I have been on the fence about this one for the longest because some people feel like the longevity is not there, and I disagree. I think that sometimes people can go nose blind to scents, and also it depends on if you are a heavy sprayer. I will say that I don't think that you're going to get 8 and 10 hours out of this without reapplying. I do agree with that. I think that you'll probably be able to smell this for maybe 4 to 6 hours, but after that, I could totally see myself reapplying this fragrance. But you guys, I love it so much. I don't care that it's not beast mode. I don't need everything in my collection to be beast mode. Sometimes I just want it, you know, to enjoy it for what it is, and it does not have to be guidance, because guidance you gotta scrub off, practically go and get some new skin, y'all, because guidance, it's just a beast. So yeah, so happy to have this one. I absolutely love it. and that is Byredo's Mojave Ghost. All right, you guys, so the next one that I want to talk about is one that I had seen the girlies mentioning, and it was new to me because I had never heard of this fragrance. And when I started seeing people put it in their fragrance trays around fall and now winter, it piqued my interest. And so I decided to pick up Une Nuit Nomad's Sugar Leather. You guys, I am so happy to have this fragrance. So it is a European online store is where I bought this from, and shipping, it got here fast, it arrived intact. So really, really great customer service. But let me give you guys the details on it. So it does come in 3 different sizes. The 25 ml is 45 euros. It comes in 50 ml, which is 105 euros. And then the 100 ml is 160 euros. The 100 ml is what I have here. And you guys, I have really been enjoying this scent. It's not like a huge dent in there, but y'all, I have spent some time with this one and it is absolutely beautiful. This one has very, very basic scent notes to it, which is one of the things that I really like about it. But it does have notes of cinnamon, amyris, leather, caramel, and labdanum. And I definitely get the leather in this fragrance. It is a sweet, it's a sweet leather. And I think that it is done really, really well. Definitely pick up on that cinnamon. And you guys, this one puts me in the mind of something. So I try not to get fragrances in my collection that are similar to ones that I already have. I just don't think it's necessary. That's not what I'm trying to do. But this was a blind buy and I'm not mad at it. I'm super happy that I was able to pick this up. But you guys, this puts me in the mind so much of Kilian's Angel Share. So I feel like if you have that fragrance, this one is not necessary. Like I said, I'm happy that I have it, but I will not be repurchasing Angel Share anytime soon. And this right here is going to last me for a while. It is just a beautiful, beautiful, cozy scent. And for some reason, even though I know that the notes don't have a boozy scent in here, but I'm picking up on a little bit of booziness for some reason. Maybe it's the amyris that I'm smelling, but this one I do find, you guys, that I have to spray it very generously in order for it to stick around. That has been my experience with this fragrance thus far. And that's okay because I am an oversprayer anyway, so that doesn't bother me. That's not a deal breaker. I don't know though that I would repurchase this one. If I had to choose between this one and Angel Share, I would repurchase that one first. To me, that one is a lot brighter. It hugs your skin and fabric a little bit better than this one. But Sugar Leather is good and I do recommend it. It's definitely at a cheaper price point than Angel Share. So if you're not wanting to spend that type of money, definitely get your hands on this one, get your nose on this one. It is warm, it's cozy, it's inviting, and it's perfect for fall and winter. It is just absolutely beautiful. I have been enjoying it and will continue to do so. So that is Sugar Leather. You guys, this one is amazing. All right, y'all. So this next one, oh my gosh, that I want to talk about is, this is my first time trying this fragrance house and I have heard so much about it. And I finally decided to go ahead and bite the bullet. And this was a blind buy as well. Your girl is stepping out here boldly into the fragrance world for 2025, y'all, because I have been willing to risk it all and go ahead and trust these, trustworthy reviewers. I love me some Santa Maria, Simply Aisha, AI the Great, just to name a few, Eve from the Ev Effect. But This one right here, Eve has spoken about quite a bit. And you guys, I decided to go ahead and get French Defense from Mind Games. It is a cherry scent, and I have been looking for a true cherry scent to add to my collection because I do have cherry oud from the House of Guerlain. It's cherry, but I wanted something that was more substantial and that the cherry sticks around. So I heard such great reviews about this, and I decided to go ahead and finally, dip my toe into that fragrance house. And so this one does come only in one size. This is the 100 ml that you see here. It does retail for $395. The top notes are cherry, violet leaves, chamomile, with mid notes of geranium, Madagascar, rose absolute, and mimosa, rounding it out with base notes of amber, cedar wood, and blonde wood. Oh, y'all, it is so good. It is so good. I absolutely love this fragrance. And I know that I have on Mojave Ghost, which is also a really good layering scent. So I'm going to spray this one on, y'all, because this is the newest one to my collection. It literally arrived yesterday. So this is more of a first impressions on how I feel. I sprayed it immediately. I sprayed it immediately, guys, as soon as I got it, because I had just been so curious about this one. I kept going back and looking at reviews and just, hyping myself up even more. And let me tell you something. Oh my gosh. Oh, it is so good. It is beautiful. This is a beautiful cherry forward type of scent. At first sniff in the opening, it really does have that cherry, that chantilly. Oh my gosh, that amber. This right here, y'all, is a true cherry amber fragrance. If you like amber, I enjoy me some amber. I love some amber, saffron, sandalwood. Those notes just really do something for me. This is so good. And so what I discovered yesterday with the dry down is that this one does dry down really pretty. And the cherry note, it doesn't take a back seat, but it's no longer front and center for me when I smell it. The cherry is still there, don't get me wrong. I definitely still feel like this is a cherry scent. But as it dries down, I start to pick up notes of that Madagascar and that amber and those blonde wood notes. That really, I get a tiny bit of that geranium in there. But y'all, this is just such a beautiful blend. Such a beautiful blend. I see what all the hype is about. That is one that I feel like you could wear year round. I feel like anybody can wear this. As a matter of fact, some of the reviewers that I watched were men, and they, sung praises for this fragrance as well. It is a safe blind buy, I feel. I feel like this is a safe blind buy, so I highly recommend that. And it is just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And I love the fact that I am starting to build a collection that has different variations. This is nothing like cherry oud. They're not similar at all. So if you have that one, I would still recommend that you get your nose on this one because it is a soft cherry. It's not super in your face. It also has a bit of a, it's not powdery, but it has a creamy note to it. And so I'm thinking that's that vetiver in there for sure. Yeah, it's not medicinal at all. Don't have to worry about that. I know that sometimes cherry scents can come across that way. That is not this. This is just a really pretty soft, to me, in the springtime. It's like when it's really going to just really shine in the springtime. Like, y'all, this is so good. I highly recommend it. So happy to finally have it in my collection. I'd also heard people talking about the fragrance Queening. That's a vanilla fragrance. So I'm, kind of thinking if that's something that I might want to invest in, or if I might want to try some of the other fragrances. But I just knew that for me, French Defense was going to be a winner, and I was right, you guys. Sometimes blind buying is worth it, and this is no exception. So that is French Defense by Mind Games. The next one that I want to talk about, y'all, is also a blind buy. And some of y'all that are familiar with the House of Amouage would be like, girl, are you for real? Because Amouage is such a polarizing, complex fragrance house to where it's always best to sample first. But y'all, I was just so confident and just knew what I wanted, and I felt so good about this. I've been eyeing this one for months and decided to finally go ahead and get it, and I'm happy that I did. And you guys, that is Amouage's Overture Woman. Yeah. Look at that juice. Look at how pretty that is. I mean, just the bottle itself is so gorgeous. It makes you want to wear this. It makes you want to, like, y'all, before I get into how I feel about it, let's talk about the details surrounding this scent. So it does come in a 100 ml. That's what I have here. It retails for $380. I did not pay that for this. I got it on sale. It has top notes of bergamot, saffron, and apple. Then we have heart notes of benzoin, myrrh, rose centifolia, geranium, and cinnamon. And then y'all tops it off with base notes of pyrogenic incense, labdanum, and leather. Y'all, I'm just learning what works for me. I love anything that has leather, suede, saffron, like I said, sandalwood, cedar wood. When you start to realize the notes that really do it for you, that's when you begin to feel more confident in making blind buys. Y'all, this is so damn good. The girls were right. They were right. They were right. Y'all, this right here, this is a very confident, strong, bold scent. This is giving boardroom boss babe. I am here to own the room. I have a strong presence. Put some respect on my name. Y'all, this right here, I can't stop wearing it. I had to tell myself, okay, Erica, you just purchased all these other fragrances, right? You need to test those out, wear those, enjoy those, step away from the bottle, sis, step away. Y'all, that was so difficult to do. This right here, I'm thinking about even getting a backup to it. That's how much I love this scent. Y'all, it's a little bit boozy to me. That apple with that saffron and the way that leather and that benzoin come together. Those are the things that stand out the most for me with this fragrance. Joma Shop typically runs really, really good sales. They run them pretty often for this fragrance, for the Amouage, House of Amouage, period. And oh my goodness, I am just, y'all, I am in love with her. And I knew that I would be. It is just so beautiful. And this is definitely a cold weather scent. I could see yourself wearing this during early spring when when the temperature still drops at night, and maybe it gets as high as maybe 70, probably 75, but that's pushing it. But I would not wear this. I would not reach for this during the summer and the spring, late spring. It's way too thick. It's way too dense for that. But I see myself missing this once the cold weather is gone and just risking it all and maybe, spraying it and wearing it at some point in late spring. But I wouldn't wear this one in the summer. I feel like it would choke you out. It's going to be doing the most during the summertime. And so that's why I wouldn't reach for this. So I'm going to be sad when I get to the point that I cannot wear this, y'all. This right here is perfect for date night. It's perfect for going to brunch with the girls. It is just beautiful. It's gorgeous, y'all. And oh my goodness, I'm so happy to finally add a second bottle to my collection because I already have material. That one, y'all know how I feel about that one as well. And y'all, if I'm being honest, I am thinking about picking up Guidance 46. Not the regular Guidance because it is just way too strong, but it's something about it that I can't get off of my mind. So I'm thinking about picking up Guidance 46 because they have said that the new one is a lot smoother. It's not as bold. It still has some oomph to it, but it's different from the OG. So yeah, you guys, super excited to have this one in my collection. I recommend this one, y'all. If you want to take a chance, blind buy it. The notes that I talked about, if that's in your wheelhouse, if that's your thing, definitely get your hands, get your nose, baby, get you some of this in your life because she is fabulous. And you guys, that is Amouage's Overture Woman. So this next one that I want to talk about, y'all, I already had the travel size in my collection, but I gifted that to my sister for Christmas, and I missed it. I needed it back in my collection, so I decided to go ahead and pick up the big boy. And y'all, that is Parfums de Marly Delina. So happy to finally have the full size in my collection. This one definitely has a special place in my heart, you guys, because first of all, I got it while I was in Paris. Second of all, it is the very first fragrance that I blind bought, by the way, and the first fragrance that has started my collection. It is a niche fragrance, and y'all, I love her. I love Delina. She will always be that girl. So let's talk about the details around her. The travel size does retail for $220. 75 ml, which I have here. It retails for $375. It has top notes of rhubarb, lychee, and bergamot with heart notes of rose and vanilla. Then base notes are cashmere, musk, and vetiver. And it's such a beautiful rose scent. Let me tell you something. I didn't even realize how much I liked rose scented fragrances until I got Delina. Like, I always felt like it was kind of like a grandma smell, church lady smell, old lady smell, just those things. And I did not want to smell like that. But what I've discovered about this one is that when rose is done right, it works. And this one, it absolutely works. I love this fragrance. What really does it for me with this one, you guys, is the lychee and the rhubarb. The rhubarb makes this a very sharp, distinct rose scent, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. I do have two rose scents in my collections. I have Rose of No Man's Land from Byredo, and then I have this one. I feel like I reach for this one a little bit more during the colder weather because it is such a prominent rose, but it's soft at the same time. It's feminine. It just, y'all, it's just so pretty. It's just so beautiful. It's such a beautiful fragrance, and I absolutely love her. The bottle is just gorgeous. right? It's so girly, so foo-foo la-la, and I love that about her. But y'all, it is so good. I highly recommend it. I will always have this one in my collection. The rose, it does it for me. I first heard about this fragrance from my daughter, and she raved about Delina years ago, y'all. So I'm a little late to the party, but I'm here now, and I am happy to have this one in my collection, especially in the big boy size. So you guys, that is Parfums de Marly, Delina. Absolutely love her. And so the last one that I want to talk about, y'all, is a dupe that I decided to pick up. It is a dupe for Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. And y'all, it is really, really good. I like it. It is Ocha's Sinful. You guys, I actually picked up 2 bottles because it was on sale. And I was like, you know what? It's something, cherry is doing something for me right now. So I decided that I would go ahead and take a chance on this. And I'm so glad that I did. So glad that I did. I don't have Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, but from the reviews that I have watched and listened to, they all say that this is very close to Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. So I'm going to take their word for it. But I really like this for what it is, you guys. It does retail for $50 on the Ocha site. And it only comes in this 50 ml size that you see here. It has top notes of cherry, cherry liqueur, bitter almond, then heart notes of cherry syrup, rose, and jasmine. And then it is rounded out with base notes of sandalwood, vetiver, and cedarwood. So, y'all, this right here, this is different. This is a different cherry from French Defense. And let me tell you why. This one is more of a deep, darker cherry. It puts me in the mind of a cherry that has ripened and it's soft and you squeeze it and the juice just oozes from the cherry. It is so good. I really like this. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about, with it being a dupe, and especially since, they're not as potent as the other fragrances that I have in my collection, but y'all, I just drown myself in this when I wear it because it is not long lasting. I will say that is the only downfall, but I didn't expect it to be a real high performer. I have just been enjoying it for what it is, but it is a deep, dark cherry with a base wood note in the background. That cedar wood and that vetiver, all of that really helps to round this fragrance out. And it's a stunner. I would actually repurchase this one, which is why when I got it, when I went on ahead and made my purchase, I was like, well, it's on sale. I feel pretty good about it based on the notes and the reviews. I'm going to go ahead and pick up 2 bottles because I'm going to go through this small bottle like in no time because I keep reaching for it. It is just absolutely gorgeous. So I do highly recommend this one. I think that you can wear this one year round as well. And y'all, I have just really been in my cherry bag. Like, I have just been enjoying this fragrance note. Y'all, it is so good. So I highly recommend this one as well. And yeah, that is Sinful from Ocha. So you guys, that is all of the fragrances that I picked up. But I do have more fragrances on the way. You guys, I have been shopping. I picked up Guerlain's Péché Mirage. That is the newest fragrance that has dropped in their collection. I also picked up Guerlain's Mon Guerlain, the intense version. That is on the way. And I decided to go ahead and also pick up Ambrosia Imperial. That is a fragrance that A.R. the Great created. And so I decided to go ahead and make my first Navitus purchase. So super excited to have those on the way. And of course, I am going to unbox and share with you guys and give you my thoughts on what I feel about those fragrances. But yeah, so again, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you do not miss any uploads, because y'all, I just feel like 2025 is going to be a really big year for me as far as my fragrance collection. I'm actually going to rearrange my shelf because I want to go ahead and declutter and move out the stuff that I'm not using, like the body sprays that I would get from Bath and Body Works. I'm not using those anymore. Your girl has graduated. I just don't want to hold on to things that are just collecting dust and taking up space. So yes, you guys, super excited for those packages to arrive. So if you like my vibe, if you enjoy the content, if you are a fragrance head like your girl, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are going to have a good time together over here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.